which has a number of queries which we as a state government are trying to address. So some of these queries relate to the fact that Meghalaya is not an endpoint. We are also connecting the rest of the Northeast, like the states of like Silchar and the states of Mizoram and Tripura. So the certain queries, but if you go through the MRSSA, there is already a lot that is already in place, but we need to upscale and further improve upon what we already have in the MRSSA. So we will come up with formal proposals. Yeah. Okay, I know decision which came up as an informal item, which is the report on the reservation policy, committee of officials, which were identified by the government of Meghalaya. All these members of the expert committee are from outside Meghalaya to ensure that they come up with an actionable plan of action. The report has now been received by government of Meghalaya. It is now incumbent that the government studies this report. So we have authorized the Chief Secretary of the State with senior officials to study the report. It is voluminous, a very bulky report, and this report will now be, we'll have a summary of the report. This summary of the report will be placed before the cabinet, and the report will then be placed on the table of the State Assembly by the Assembly session scheduled for September 2025.
Sir, as the accused person also have got scooty also, so is there any plan for the Meghalaya from the Meghalaya government that in further procedure that we will give a registration to the scooty or for the, not for the private one, maybe for the commercial one? Is there any decision have been taken?
See, we already have a tourism act which records all movements of tourists, including the cars or whatever mode of transport they use, and also compulsory registration of all visitors at various homestays, resorts, and hotels. Now, the use of this app is roughly around 50%, but we will now make it compulsory that all homestays, resorts, and other places of accommodation should register all visitors mandatorily.
So in terms of this MRSSA, doesn't it mainly work only in terms of tenants and it's not for tourists or anyone coming to the state? So how?
No. MRSSA is our version of what we would like to do in order to ensure the safety of all residents of Meghalaya. But as I mentioned, we would like now to revisit the act in order to plug whatever loopholes are currently in it and give it more dynamism and more thrust with whatever has happened at Sora, so that we ensure that we have an atmosphere that is safe and we continue to be tourist friendly.
This will be revisiting the 2016 MRSSA or
the current MRSSA which is in force.
We are coming to related issues.
Yeah.
There are many apologies from the family of both of Madhya Pradesh victims current accused. So whether state government has forgiven them or you are pursuing with the case for defaming Meghalaya?
See, the genesis of our demand for apology sprang when a number of vile comments were made, including incitement of violence against people originating from Meghalaya. So the very next day, the response was tremendous because a lot of these major media houses, including Times of India, including Republic TV, apart from private, bloggers, have tendered their unqualified apology. So that met with our demand.
You won't be pursuing any.
No, we have stated clearly that unless you apologize, we will file defamation suits, and we have filed FIRs as well. Now, once they have taken their word back, for instance, the family of the deceased has also publicly apologized to the government and the people of Meghalaya. So the matter ends there. Yeah. All right.
Situation
Yeah.
and environment, what political sector now?
Can you repeat yourself?
What is the current situation at present?
As you, when the case was still not solved, the footfall was still the same. Now, with the name of Meghalaya being vindicated and cleared, we are only seeing greater traction, more footfall. And we expect that this would touch 20 lakhs by the Cherry Blossom Festival.
So how active are these tourist facilitation centers and how active are they?
They're all active. In fact, the one that we have in Shillong will be shifted to the MTC building in order for us to gain more space.
So,
Okay.
do we also see a new push for this tourist buggies and all that?
Yeah, we have already issued a notice calling for interested youths who are fluent in Khasi, Garo, English, and Hindi to join the tourist buddy scheme. And within the next 2 months, we should be able to clear the appointment of 100 tourist buddies. Yes. Anything else? Thank you. Thank you. Entrepreneurship. They are better, more hard-working, and also their payment record, the track record is far better.
What about the existing buses? They're in the shambles, no?
Which buses?
The existing red buses.
No, this is an entirely different scheme. This is supposed to enhance mobility and connectivity with various district headquarters and block quarters, which is something that is absent at the
I
moment.
think that the existing one need to be revamped.
Absolutely. There's always everything and everyone needs to be revamped.
So will you encourage these buses like Guwahati? All the buses are almost EVs. Will these buses be also EVs or diesel one?
Yeah, we will encourage EVs as well. We will encourage EVs to the best extent possible, but those are matters of detail which the transport department will work out after today's clearance by the cabinet. Yeah,
So the LL01?
that I will not know. But no, these are not government buses. These are buses run by private entrepreneurs. Yeah. Now you can turn to your other.
The locals also demanding this.
And at the start of the cabinet meeting, we adopted a resolution to formally acknowledge with gratitude the role played by various agencies, government departments, and especially the role played by the police department in handling the tragic case which occurred at Sora, where there was loss of life of one tourist. The cabinet acknowledged with heartfelt gratitude the role of all stakeholders, especially those who were part of the rescue team, which trekked and stationed themselves at Swara for the past 15 days or so. The cabinet will